Before we head into the video, I'd love to give a shout out to the sponsor of the channel, RL Exchange. Now, RL Exchange is a great way to buy Rocket League items and credits on any platform at the cheapest prices so that you can build your dream setup. Make sure to go and check out their website using the top link in the description and use code TXC to get yourself 3% off your order. In this series, I have 30 days to trade from nothing up to the titanium white Dominus, and this is day 11. We've already made a ton of progress, and we're well on the way to getting the white Dominus before even day 20, but the white Dominus is still worth 50,000 credits, so I still have a very long way to go. If you are enjoying the series, then please do make sure to drop a like, subscribe, turn on post notifications as well. Let's go for 100 likes on this episode. Make sure to smash that like button, and let's get into the first trade of day 11. Okay, so in the last episode, I ended up buying a ton of items into the inventory. We've already got so many items to work with, and I'm probably going to be buying even more into the inventory in this episode just because at the moment the credit demand is so high, so it is really easy to underpay for items, and right now items aren't really going down in price either, so it is so safe to buy loads into my inventory, which is why my inventory currently looks really stacked. But as you just saw, I was able to sell on my grey standard for a very nice overpay. I believe the standard right now is valued at 600 credits, and I was able to get roughly 1,000 credits worth of items. Yes, they will be quite hard to sell at the moment, but over time I'll be able to sell them for the minimum value and get some really nice profit. And I'm also picking up a Dueling Dragons 100 credits below the minimum value. Unfortunately, it did actually end up dropping, meaning that I don't think I'll be able to make much profit on that item whatsoever. I might be able to find the middle value, but it was just a bit unfortunate that it did drop. And I'm also selling on my Fennec for 350 credits. I know I did say it would be safe to buy a ton of items into my inventory, but there is always a chance they might drop, so it's always safe just to make sure that I'm buying and selling sort of at the same rate, so my inventory stays roughly the same size it is right now. I don't want it to go too much bigger. I want to always have some credits to work with as well, and I managed to sell on my Crimson Zomba for 400 credits. That is going to be the minimum value, and I'd love to see items start selling for their middle value again, because right now the market is still pretty dead. It's been getting worse and worse for quite a while now, but I would like to see at one point the market recover and maybe items such as Octane, Standards, Phoenix start to sell for the middle value, because I'm still selling Octanes for minimum price, and a couple months ago I'd be selling them for middle value, but right now I just can't do that. So please, Rocket League, recover the market. Trading is just way too hard at the moment, and I just want to give a little tip for any of you that are looking to sell a bunch of items. For example, my inventory is stacked. If I wanted to get everything sold, the method I would use is start by selling the easiest to sell items, such as the Fennec, which I'm selling on in this trade. It has the highest demand, therefore it's the easiest to sell out of all of my items. Then I'll move on to the next items, such as Heatwave, probably has the next highest demand, and I'd slowly work up to the harder to sell items, such as maybe my Black OEM, the Forest Green Dueling Dragons, the items that have a very low demand, meaning they're very hard to sell. So just make sure when you are selling items, you start off with the easiest to sell, and you should be able to clear out your inventory as efficiently as possible, and then work towards the hard to sell items after that. And then I move on to sell my Shattered for 200 credits as well. I actually believe I sold this through RL Trading Post, and I don't actually use Trading Post that much, but when I do, it is actually quite helpful. So if you want to buy or sell any items, make sure you're using trading apps such as RL Garage or Trading Post. It should allow you to trade more efficiently, get more trades, and therefore more profit as well. Don't just use one method. For example, the Xbox looking for group, the more platforms you're using to trade, the more trades you'll get, the more profit you'll get. So just make sure you're using those other platforms. They're there to help you, so it's obviously going to help you out. And I'm also selling on my Fire God for 300 credits. Now, for some reason, this was the middle value, so that's what I was saying earlier about me wanting to sell my items for their middle value. I was able to sell Fire God for 300. That was a weird trade because I only asked for 250, but I'm not going to complain. And this trade was so good. I believe I'm actually overpaying by a little bit, but if you look at the items I'm selling, they're very hard to sell. Saffron Draco, that was hard to sell. Lime Singularity, that's been around for a while as well, and all I have to do is sell on a White Fennec, which typically has quite high demand. So that trade was very beneficial for me. Even though I didn't exactly get profit, I'm getting rid of my hard to sell items, which will save me time and probably get me quite a bit of profit in the long run. And I managed to sell on the White Fennec really quickly, actually, for the minimum value of 1.6k. So again, another really good trade. And then I'm going on to sell my Crimson Draco, I believe, again, for the minimum value. this was quite hard to sell, but again, it probably is going to be the next highest demand item, so that is why I'm getting rid of it now. I really would like to see items such as the forest green dueling dragons and the black OEM go very soon, because they've been around for a while, and I don't think they'll drop, but they're just annoying me that they're still in my inventory. So ideally they will be gone very, very soon, but I couldn't get anything more sold in my inventory, so I did go back to buying items, and I picked up a white tunica. Now this is valued at 2.1k, so I am underpaying by 550 credits, which is a ton. It will be quite hard to sell, but if I can find the minimum value for that item, I will be getting 550 credits profit, which, as I mentioned, is a lot. And I'm actually getting rid of one of the black OEMs. Finally, I've got 3, so it's good that I am getting rid of one, and I am swapping it for an item that is the same price. White Halo is 1.1 minimum value, black OEM is also 1.1k minimum value, but the white Halo, in my opinion, is quite a lot easier to sell, and it's also nice to have a little bit of variety in the inventory. I don't just want to have loads of black OEMs, so I'm really happy I was able to get rid of one there, and I also managed to get rid of my sky blue zombie here, again, for the minimum value. This was really hard to sell. I don't know if I'll be trading with sky blue zombies in the future. For some reason, all the other painted zombies, rather, really easy to sell. Sky blue, for some reason, I struggle with. I don't know if that was a coincidence or not. Typically, sky blue is a really good color to trade with. That's why I'm buying a sky blue fennec here for, I believe, either 100 or 200 credits below the minimum value. Obviously, I'm going to try and underpay as much as possible, but I should be able to sell this item on pretty quickly. And again, I'm going to be trading with those high demand items, which I should theoretically be able to sell on quite quickly, like Jordan Dragon, Sky Blue Fennec. Those are the only high demand items I'd say I've got in the inventory right now, and I'm going to be selling one here for 550 credits. As I mentioned earlier, it did drop pretty much as soon as I bought it, which was very unlucky, but I still managed to get 550 for it. So 50 credits profit. It's not great, but it's still profit, so I'm not going to complain. And I also managed to buy grey zombies. I love trading with zombies. They have such a high demand, in my opinion. They're really easy to sell on, so underpaying 100 credits, that should be another 100 credits profit. I'm pretty sure I will be able to get the minimum value pretty quickly for that item again. And yeah, the inventory is looking very solid. We don't have too many items, and I am slowly getting rid of those low demand items such as the dueling dragons, the forest green dueling dragons, and yeah, hopefully they will be gone soon, because as I mentioned, they are really annoying. But for now, I'm just going to be buying and selling those high demand items such as mainframe. Underpaid 100 credits, should be able to make 100 credits profit again. And this trade was so good. Oh my days, I don't know what this guy was thinking. He really wanted credits and gave me a Saffron 20XX and a Carbonator for 250 credits. I'll put the prices for those items up on the screen right now, but Saffron 20XX alone is worth 500 credits. Carbonator is 450. That adds up to 950, and I paid 250. That is a ton of profit. They will be extremely hard to sell, but even if I find just the minimum value, that is a ton of profit. But anyway, that is going to wrap it up for this episode. I really hope you have enjoyed. If you have, make sure to drop a like, subscribe, turn on post notifications, join the Discord server. Link is in the description down below as well. I'm giving away a white octane every 1k, so at 26k, I'll be giving away another white octane in the Discord, so make sure to join up if you haven't already. But as always, thank you for watching to the end of the video. Comment white Dominus if you made it this far, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.
Me.